Coming up in this episode, we ride through some more stunning Scottish scenery, we ride past the Macallan Distillery, and we ride across the Kessac Bridge.
So good morning. Last night we spent the night in Tarland, which is near Ballater in the Cairngorms National Park, quite close to Balmoral. Had a great night's stay, the Commercial Inn, recommended, hearty dinner, lovely beers, a couple of glasses of wine. Weather today, looking pretty good. Sun's coming up, a few clouds in the sky, but dry again. Today, not too much of a plan. As I said yesterday, Steve's had to just shoot off down to Dundee, to the Ducati dealer, to try and get his bike sorted. So Philip and I are just going to proceed on without him. We're going to probably head east towards the coast, and then maybe curl back north and west to come round to the Inverness area tonight, and hopefully Steve will come back and join us. No real hard and fast plan, but we'll find some nice roads. We'll take you with us. I'm the motorcycle wanderer. Let's get on the road.
So as we started the day, once again bathed in beautiful, crisp autumn sunshine and riding some magnificent roads through forests. You catch us here on the A97 heading north, with not much more of a plan than to aim vaguely for Tomintoul and just see where the day took us. It was the start of another cracking day in Scotland. So as we started to track along the A939, another one of the original old military roads, we saw Cairngorms Castle off to the left. Shortly after there was a viewpoint off to the left hand side, so we pulled over, took a couple of shots. It was a cracking ride up the Lech road that morning, but it was a bit chilly. We were ready for a cup of tea. However, it turned out the ski centre where we were going to stop was closed. So, stayed on the bike, crack on. Tomintoul was the next option. The old fire station cafe caught our eye as we rode into Tomintoul, so we popped in for a quick coffee and a chat. Turned out to be really nice. So from Keith, where we'd stopped for some fuel, we carried on northwest up the A96. Then we turned south to track the River Spey along the B9015. We hit upon a closure, had to follow this diversion, and sometimes diversions like this just give you some fantastic scenery that you might not have otherwise seen. I guess looking at this you might think it's nothing special or nothing different, but you know, it's just one of those little bonuses that sticks in my head and reminds you that, you know, there's always a positive to everything, even a closed road. We continued south on the 9015 through Rothers, and then we turned right along the 9102. We've been passing distilleries all day, but this was the daddy of them all.
So this is the Macallan Distillery. Wow, it's yeah, proper job, isn't it, that? Lovely bit of front gateage. So this is the B9102. We're just dropping down into Granton-on-Spey. Fantastic weather, lighting up the Spey Valley very nicely today. Beautiful ride through here, lots of pheasants. And we're going to stop for a bite to eat in Granton. Talk to you soon. Nice way to spend a day, kayaks in the river.
So lunch was a lovely sandwich, courtesy of Scrumpy's on the left here. And good news, we met up with Steve again, back from Dundee, bike fixed. So we hit the road for the afternoon. As we carried on through the afternoon, for a day when we didn't really have a plan and we were just sort of knocking around on roads in central Scotland, we just kept finding good road after good road, you know, and the weather was fantastic as well, which obviously really helped. It always does. But yeah, you know, for what could have been a nondescript day, we ended up on roads like this, you know. It was a real sort of diamond in the rough. So yeah, we carried on enjoying it as we made our way up to Strathpeffer, which is where we would stay tonight. So this is the Kessac bridge, and we're travelling here from South Kessock to North Kessock, and the bridge splits the estuary between the Moray Firth to the right and the Bewley Firth to the left, and it crosses at the point just where the River Ness joins, which of course gives Inverness its name. It's a beautiful suspension bridge, especially on a day like this, and it meant that we were one step closer to Strathpeffer. Good evening, everybody. So we made it to Strathpeffer near Inverness, and that's where we're going to stay for tonight. Hotel we're in, yeah, it looks really nice, but quite expensive. One thing we're noticing is the hotels up here in the Highlands of Scotland are very expensive. So we struggled a bit to find accommodation tonight. We found this place eventually, but turns out that tonight's the one night they don't do dinner. Didn't let us know that. No great drama. There's plenty of places in town, so we're going to go out, have a look around, find somewhere to eat. What I would say is, it's just beautiful. You know, we've been very lucky for weather, as you'll have seen from the bits on the bike. The sun's been out, road surface is fantastic, hardly any traffic. I mean, it's motorcycling heaven. So it is really worth coming up here for the motorcycling, but just be aware accommodation is a bit more expensive. Anyway, we're going to go out and about later. I'll take you with me. I'll do a bit of filming and then probably overlay it on this audio. And you'll get an idea of Strathpeffer near Inverness. And other than that, I will see you in the morning. I am the Motorcycle Wanderer. We'll get on the road in the morning. Like and subscribe. Good night. Coming up next time, we ride across a beautiful causeway. We take a look around a cave, and we get off the beaten track on the west coast. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe to support the channel, and I'll see you next time. I've been the Motorcycle Wanderer.